your face back to another video. Leaks are definitely one of those things that you take as a pinch of salt. Sometimes it can happen and be 100% legit, whereas of course other times it's kind of just like picking poo up from the grass, you know, it just doesn't happen. But when the leak does happen and it turns out it's true, we all more or less believe that one guy for the rest of our lives. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely that guy. I then see them as a god. Now here's the thing, the Avengers game, I am super excited for it. I know you guys are as well, and E3 is happening, and then when I say it's happening, I mean we're literally on the countdown on freaking days. Monday is when Square Enix are doing their kind of like panel, I guess you could say. We know it's gonna be longer than an hour, and last time it was that long was back in 2015. They revealed a bunch of stuff back then. Just Cause 3 was a game that was a very big title of theirs back then as well. So now that they're doing it again in 2018, there's definitely a bunch of games under their belt. I mean, like, I'm no like insider for Square Enix, but hey, I'm right about this shit, okay? I know even though we say leaks aren't always good to follow, it kinda creeps you out sometimes because they come across so detailed, just like the one I'm going to show you, because it's being revealed for the Avengers project that it's actually going to be rebooted as the Avengers Ultimate Alliance. Now, the interesting thing about this is that the Avengers team has essentially split up and there's only going to be 3 characters. Now, this leak, or rumor, whatever you really want to call it, was put on 4chan. We know 4chan is kind of that place where, again, loads of leaks happen, but majority of the time, they do actually become true. Again, don't take my word, it's just something we should take as a pinch of salt. Now, if a leak is legit that was posted on there, like I said, the Avengers team have split up and there's only going to be 3 characters that are playable in the game. Now, those 3 characters are going to be Captain America, Iron Man, and Scarlet Witch. Now, yeah, sure, these 3 characters are super cool, and just knowing that you can play as these 3 characters lead on to what I said in my last Avengers video, where if you could switch throughout the game and characters, kind of like GTA 5, and again, I really shouldn't be comparing it to that, but just to give you like a better insight of switching characters, okay, that would be a great way on how it could play out. But that also being said, right, it has been rumored that there's definitely going to be some more unlockable characters as you go throughout the game and essentially progress. Sure, all of this stuff sounds good. I definitely would love to see Spider-Man as a playable character, and I think the story itself would be very interesting. It has also been rumored that it's not going to be another like Civil War type of plot, so hey, that kind of clears your mind. It's going to be something different. Now, in terms of the gameplay, this is the thing where I feel 50-50 on, because I have mentioned it to like a few people I know. Some people do like the whole idea of it, and some people genuinely feel if it was going to play out like this, to some extent it would be disappointing. Now, if the rumor again is legit, it's going to be a mixture of Uncharted and Infamous style gameplay. Now, I've played both of these games, and I think for the games that they like are specifically, the gameplay itself is very interesting. Me personally, I do like it. I like the whole kind of movement and going on like combat and all that type of stuff, taking that into consideration. And then of course the Infamous series, that clearly makes sense on, you know, being a superhero or some sort of like freaking, you know, freak, I guess you could say. It really does make a lot of sense. And then to add to that, there is a Naughty Dog veteran that is a part of the team. So if he's a part of the development team, then, you know, that putting 2 and 2 together, you know, it works. It makes sense. He's brought on his skills and he's going to implement them into the game. Now, on the last video, one of you guys did leave a comment. Now, the comment does come from a guy called Dre. I really do like that name. And he says, if it's an MMORPG, it's gonna be bad, brackets in my opinion. if it's an adventure more like a Tomb Raider game and an open world game, and they need to include Wolverine, brackets, even if he's not an Avengers, they should. Also, they need to have a feature to change characters and free roam. So to tackle on that middle section that he was saying, in terms of it being an adventure game, more like a Tomb Raider game, and an open world, I think those two like combined is very, very key. And if we take a look at, you know, it being done by Square Enix, we know they have games like Tomb Raider, of course. But I mean, that could possibly be another game they're going to discuss at this E3 panel. But if they're going to drift into that kind of style gameplay, making an adventure, I guess you could say, which again would make sense, then it would also be great to have that Uncharted style type of gameplay. But I want you guys to get in the comment section below and let me know what you think on those two key leaks, I guess you could say. So the fact that the story itself, you know, having the Avengers splitting up, essentially fighting against each other type stuff, I guess, and then being the three characters only, Captain America, Iron Man and Scarlet Witch, do you think that will play out well, considering we got games that you can consider a competition, of course, being Spider-Man PS4? Do you think that's kind of a good way to go? In terms of the gameplay, Uncharted, if you guys have played it, what do you think of it? If you've played Infamous, if you've played both, what do you think the gameplay should be like? I mean, do you think just hearing those two games and then putting those together, do you think it'll play out well? I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Everyone's definitely going to feel different about it. I personally would like to see like Batman Arkham Knight type combat. I mean, that's a great game to compare it to. Of course, it's already bringing in, you know, that superhero kind of feel, I guess you could say. So there's a lot of things to see. It's not even being confirmed that it's going to be at E3 2018, but me even saying that sounds stupid because they last spoke about the game in January this year, and then of course I think the trailer was released last year, so it's been a solid year since we've actually seen anything new from this game. And when obviously they did mention the game back in January, they did say it has definitely made a tremendous progress. So if it was to be left out of this E3, then I would just genuinely think that they're experiencing a lot of issues and the game could possibly be discontinued. That's just basic knowledge. Again, I could be wrong, I'm not a game developer, I've never taken a game to E3, I mean shit, I've never even been to E3 myself. But that's besides the point. I want you guys to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm super excited to see what's going to be happening on Monday. Obviously drop your thoughts down below, but that's going to wrap up this video. So subscribe for more awesome content if you haven't already, and I hope you have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.